Facebook and YouTube. So I was sitting here waiting for my awesome dinner to get done, which is, if you saw my status, is potatoes, green pepper, onion, ground beef, which I previously fried before I put it in there, carrots, and slow cooker roast seasoning that I poured in a big old pan and threw in the oven, and daggone if it don't smell good. And I'm waiting on that, so I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video. And then I was like, what am I gonna make a video about? And I was gonna do a what's in my purse, but I really don't have much in my purse right now, and that's kind of boring anyway. So I thought, you know what, movies. Let's talk about movies. My battery thing is coming on. I don't know why. It's because my battery's low. Anyway, so I'm not like the biggest movie buff in the world. Like, I don't sit and, bite my nails waiting for Friday to come for a new movie to come out or something so I can go to the movies. I don't really like to actually go to the movies. I like to watch movies at home, because you can just get comfortable there, or here, and, eat and fall asleep or whatever. Anyway, so, and I know it's hard to say, okay, well, pick your top 5 favorite movies, because that's a hard question to answer because there's so many. I'm more of a documentary person, to be honest. I like documentaries about poverty and documentaries about poverty in, like, the UK. I don't know why. But anyway, so those are my favorite. But as far as big name movies, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is Passion of the Christ. I could watch that movie a million times. If you have not seen it, and I'm pretty sure everybody has, if you haven't, you need to watch it. It's hard to watch, but I think it's something that everybody needs to watch. It's beautifully done. And then Apocalypto, which is awesome. Did Mel Gibson do that one too? Because I know, he produced or whatever, Passion of the Christ, but wow, there might be a theme running there. I have to look that up. Anyway, Google that. So, let's see, 300. That's another great movie. Apocalypto and 300, I would consider like more action movies. And I'm not really into action movies, but those two are great. And 300, actually, I've started doing the Gideon study at church. And I'm still battling this sickness, by the way. Thank God, off topic. I don't think it's the flu, but thank you guys for your prayers, because I am feeling better. It just kind of comes and goes. I cough, and I coughed up a lung, I'm pretty sure, this morning, but then I'll feel better, so bear with me. Anyway, so I think that 300, for some reason, parallels with the story of Gideon in the Bible. I guess maybe because there were 300 men and they fought all the other guys, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that, because I don't know. There's just a lot of similarities there. So, that made me think a little bit. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, and then of course love Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. I don't even know if that would be in my top 50 favorite movies. I mean, it's okay. It's not one of my favorites. I used to absolutely love What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but I think I watched it so much I got burned out on it. Grease 1 and 2, I'm not like over the moon about them or anything. I mean, they're okay. I'm not really big on musicals. I mean, if they start singing in a movie, I'm like, what is going on? Why are they singing? The Talented Mr. Ripley, love that one. Virgin Suicides, I know that's an odd movie for a 40-year-old Christian woman to say that is one of her favorites, but there's something very strange about that movie that it's sad. If you haven't seen it, it's really, really sad. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. It's a lot of instrumental stuff and odd music, but I'm a big soundtrack person, which leads me to two of my next favorites, or in the top 50 at least, would be 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I'm not a horror movie fan. I don't like watching all that evil junk. And I really think they're corny, because how many times can you watch somebody float in the air and get possessed and the house is haunted, or there's this guy in the woods hacking people up? I mean, it's just getting old. But I feel like 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later are movies about, like, I call those more like disaster movies. You know what I'm saying? Like the zombie type movies. And I absolutely love the music from both of those movies. I think it's, a lot of similar sounds in both in the scores and some of those, the instrumentals. So I think it may be the same guy. I don't know. But anyway, I listen to those sometimes too. I also love like movie trailers. I love the music and the action and all that in those. I don't like action movies per se, but I love movie trailers. I wish I had a job just making movie trailers. I'm crazy. Y'all finding all kinds of stuff out about me. But anyway, comedies, I'm not really into. I mean, I will watch a comedy if I have a lot of people around, but most of them cuss so much, they're just so nasty. You know what I mean? And I ain't got time for all. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I used to watch Dave Chappelle if I was going to watch anything on DVD, and I love Dave Chappelle, but it's something. It was on Comedy Central the other night, and I watched a few minutes. Ugh, yeah, I admit it, but I shouldn't have. But I mean, comedies are okay, but I just don't really watch them that much. And then romantic comedies, I do not really like. Love stories, I don't really like. What do I like? Gosh, I'm such a prude. I do love documentaries. I like real life. Obviously, I like to video myself. That don't even make sense, does it? We're just living in a world that's just a reality thing all the time. Gosh, movies. It's hard. It's really hard to think, even of one random one. There was a Johnny Depp movie. It was called Dead Man. And it was basically a black and white movie of like a cowboy situation, Indian thing. And I liked it. It was kind of weird. I don't know if a lot of people saw that one. I don't know if it was really like all that popular, but I used to watch it. I liked it. Lost Highway. That's a really inappropriate movie to be watching, really. But I used to watch it all the time. Fear and Loathing. I mean, even though it's horrendous as far as its content, Hunter S. Thompson is, even, God rest his soul, even though, he had a time, but I can appreciate his writing style, and I also I watched the movie, and I liked the movie at the time. I mean, it is bad, but I mean, if there was any trueness in it, then it was just a story about some of the crazy things that he went through. It's like I have a frog in my throat. Anyway, I'm not saying I recommend these movies, so I'm just saying these are ones I've seen and I liked, because a lot of them I shouldn't have been liking. And really, I shouldn't even be mentioning them. But, okay, what else is there? Gone with the Wind. But, I noticed that I think I get to the point where I watch so much of it and then I stop watching it, because I think there's, I will watch it and then there'll be parts that I'll be like, have I really watched this whole movie before? Because I think it's like 4 hours long, right? So I don't even know if I know I've watched the entire thing at some point, but I don't recall the entire movie. But it's good, though. Cool Hand Luke, that is one of my all-time favorite movies. And it's an older movie. It's a lot older movie, and it's really good, too. So that's a favorite. That one I would recommend. I mean, it's got some parts that are a little sketchy, but I mean, overall, it's good. And it's just classic, and I absolutely love it. I'm not really into black and white movies so much, but I do like some of them. Some of them are really cool. I'm thinking. I don't like cartoons. I don't like cartoon movies. I don't like any of that. Gosh, it's so hard to think. Austin Power movies I can't stand. Can't stand Jim Carrey movies. I do like Castaway. I like Tom Hanks movies. The Outsiders. That was a good movie. Am I a weirdo? Am I talking about movies that nobody even likes? I feel like I am. Gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to do a funny movie. Oh my goodness, I got the hookup. I used to watch that and laugh my head off, but I don't got any business watching that now. Okay, so this is really getting stupid. So that's some of the movies I like. Post below this when I posted on Facebook what movies, that you guys like, something, and maybe recommend something I can watch if it's a documentary, and definitely if it's about poverty in the UK, and tell me some good movies to watch. And please, nothing really graphic with explicit content and adult situations and cussing and all that stuff. Just something good, like Shawshank. That was good. There's another good one. I'm going to close on that note, because Shawshank was an awesome movie. Okay, that is it. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go check my food because it's smelling oh so good, and that's it. So I'm gonna grab a cough drop and try to get this uploaded. So once again, this has been me and the deer head, which I posted a picture of, but you can't maybe see it because it's so dark. But this has been my life on your screen. Will I do a crazy face today? Probably not. I don't feel like it, but my face might look crazy even when I don't try. So that's it. My life, your screen. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It's free and you can keep updated on all the videos because I know y'all just love them. I think I will do a crazy face.